Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a single lady watching this video, or you are a parent with grown-up children, I beg you, stay with me till the end of the story. There are many lessons to learn here. This story teaches us about the dangers of excessive love for money, materialism, and the decay of morals in our society. Let us listen to the sad story of a beautiful and elegant young lady. Anita. Anita was a very beautiful lady at the age of 22. Her parents were poor farmers in Enugu State. They struggled to provide her basic needs and still managed to sponsor her education at the university. During her second year in school, Anita fell in love with Emeka, a young, humble and responsible man in his early 20s. Emeka was not from a rich family either, but he lived within his means. He avoided bad friends, school parties and clubbing. He always focused on his studies. Emeka loved Anita deeply. He often told her, "My love, once I graduate and start working, the first thing I will do is to save money, come to your parents and pay your bride price. I can't wait to make you my wife." And Anita would always reply, "Don't worry, my love, I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes." Their love was pure and strong, and the both looked forward to a future together. But 2 weeks before their graduation, Anita's life took a dangerous turn. One afternoon, at a shopping mall close to the campus, she met Kunle. Kunle was a wealthy-looking young man in his early 30s. He wore an expensive designer suit. His perfume was captivating, and his charisma filled the air. When Anita's eyes met his, she was instantly carried away. Kunle noticed her admiration, smiled and walked up to her. "You look lost in thought," he said jokingly. Anita blushed. "Oh, I was just admiring your style." Kule smiled and asked, "Would you like to have dinner with me tonight?" Without hesitation, Anita agreed. That evening, Kule drove her in his luxurious car to a five-star hotel. The food, the environment, the service, everything was beyond what Anita had ever experienced in her life. She felt like a queen. From that night, Anita's life began to change. Kule showered her with gifts, money, expensive dresses, the latest phones, and everything she ever dreamed of. Slowly, Anita started avoiding Emeka. She stopped speaking his calls, stopped replying to his messages, and whenever he wanted to see her, she gave excuses. Emeka was heartbroken. He couldn't understand why the woman he planned to marry was suddenly slipping away. One of his friends later told him, "Emeka, are you the one buying Anita all these expensive things she's flaunting?" Emeka was shocked. "Me? With which money?" That was when he realized someone else had taken over his place in Anita's life. His heart shattered, but he managed to console himself and focused on preparing for his final exams. Meanwhile, Anita became completely obsessed with Kunle. Within just 1 week, Kunle proposed marriage to her. "Baby, will you marry me?" Without thinking twice, Anita shouted yes. The following weekend, Kunle took her to his mansion in Lagos. When Anita saw fleets of cars, servants, and the kind of luxury she had only seen in movies, she thought to herself, "If I marry this man, all this will be mine. I am truly blessed." She didn't notice one strange thing. Despite being newly engaged, Kule never touched her. He only kissed her and caressed her hair. When Anita asked why, Kule said, "I am a devoted Christian. I don't believe in premarital sex. Don't worry, after our wedding, you will have enough of me." This answer made Anita love him even more. Soon after, Anita quit her studies completely, following Kunle's advice that school is a waste of time when money is already available. Her parents, overjoyed that their daughter was marrying a wealthy man, gave their blessings immediately without asking questions. In less than a month, Anita and Kule had the most expensive wedding in town. Emeka, heartbroken, saw the news online. He cried, but moved on. Luckily for him, after graduation, he got a scholarship to study abroad. Anita moved permanently into Kule's mansion as his wife. At first, life was like heaven on earth. She had everything she wanted. But after 1 week, Kule revealed his secret. In the inner chamber of his house, he kept a giant python, a strange, silent snake that never hissed or moved unless summoned. This was not an ordinary snake, it was Kunle's deity. Unknown to Anita, Kunle had sacrificed his manhood to the occult in exchange for wealth. He could never sleep with a woman. Instead, his snake deity was the one that lay with any woman he brought home as wife. 3 times a week, Kule would secretly drug Anita, perform incantations, and release the python on her. The python would coil around her and violate her, while Kunle watched silently, performing rituals with a white handkerchief. Whenever Anita woke up the next morning feeling weak and wet, she assumed it was her husband who had been intimate with her in her sleep. This continued for months until one night, the unexpected happened. The sleeping drug wore off faster than usual, and Anita opened her eyes. To her horror, she found a massive snake coiled beside her on the bed, its tongue flickering, its body still panting from the ritual. She screamed in terror. Kule rushed in, pretending to calm her. "Baby, don't be scared. This snake is harmless. It's my special pet." But Anita knew something was terribly wrong. She began connecting the dots. The strange oversleeping, the fact that her husband never touched her, and now the serpent in their bed. Determined to uncover the truth, Anita stopped drinking anything her husband gave her at night. One evening, she pretended to sleep while Kule performed his rituals. She watched with her own eyes as Kule summoned the snake and commanded it to mount her. Jumping in fear and anger, Anita shouted, "Kule, so this is what I've been going through since I married you. You gave your manhood to the devil. You want me to be sleeping with a snake. God forbid." Kule fell to his knees, begging, "Please, Anita, if you refuse, I will run mad. This snake is the source of all my wealth. Help me, my love, I beg you." But Anita cried, "Then get ready to run mad. I will never let the snake come near me again." She pushed him aside and ran out of the house that very night, escaping with only the little transport money she found. As she fled, Kule tore his clothes and instantly ran mad in the street. His snake deity vanished into thin earth, and his mansion became deserted. Anita returned to her parents broken, traumatized, and constantly crying. Her parents regretted giving her out in marriage without proper investigation. Weeks later, Anita discovered she was pregnant. She wanted to abort it, but the doctor told her she was already 4 months gone. He encouraged her to keep the baby. At 6 months, during an ultrasound, the sonographer screamed in shock, "Madam, what am I seeing? Is not a complete baby. This pregnancy is half human and half snake." On hearing this, Anita fainted. Though the doctors revived her, she never recovered from the shock. A few days later, she poisoned herself and died in pain. Meanwhile, Emeka, who had traveled abroad, became a successful man in his career and business. Kule remained a madman, roaming the streets of Lagos, his wealth gone forever. Lessons. Indeed, all that glitters is not gold. Anita saw Kunle glittering with wealth and abandoned true love, not knowing he was an occultic man tied to a serpent deity. Parents, do not rush to give your daughters out in marriage without proper investigations. Young ladies, don't let the desire for riches push you into the hands of destruction. Thank you for watching. Please share this story to others. Leave your opinion in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I love you all. Bye bye.